Grand Rising, wonderful souls. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new to my channel, it's really good to have you here. My name is Bronwen. This is just a channel where we pick up on energies coming forward, see what wants to come out, only claim what actually resonates with you. I mean, because messages are supposed to be confirmation of what you already intuitively know. If it is anything that just doesn't sit right with you or you're fighting it, then it's not yours. Let someone else claim that. This is just a bit of Palo Santo for both of us. Now, I did an Archangel Michael protection meditation. I was just called to do it. And what I saw was, I don't know if it was a crow or a raven. And 1 minute, my camera is a bit wonky. I don't know if it was a crow or a raven, but I saw it come in the window, like through my mind's eye, and steal my phone. And I found that very peculiar. I then saw an archer's bow, but the archer's bow was around someone's neck. So for whoever it is that was the archer to be able to pull back that string, it would have meant injuring someone's neck, someone's throat, maybe someone's words. And also I was shown there's something going on with like conversations behind closed doors that it's almost like they want to keep it quiet. And then when it came to Archangel Michael himself, what I felt was like being wedged between two really hard things, and not in a horrible way. But when you think of like a mother swan, and when her cygnets are really small, she puts them underneath her wing, doesn't she? So that she can float and swim along with these little ones on her back, but kind of like hidden underneath her wings. And if there was a storm or some sort of like tumultuous energy, she has a way of being able to set down her wings without hurting her babies, but keeping them in place. And that is what I was feeling. It felt like I was being wrapped up really snug between shield and sword and just held, and I could feel it like pushing here, pushing on my throat, pushing on my back, like, we're going to keep you nice and safe. And I found that very interesting. I think at the moment there's a lot of protection coming in for the collective, because there's some sort of storm coming in, and I don't know if this is, it doesn't feel like a scary storm. It doesn't feel like something bad happening. It feels more like a lot of things are going to happen at the same time, and there is a need to shield yourself, because I keep seeing like paparazzi or someone taking photographs, which is very strange. Now, I looked into what stealing the phone means, and it's someone is trying to cut you off from the world, from friends, from getting support in a time of crisis. Now, I don't know if this is perception of this happening or if this is actually. And then a raven, for some reason, I did not look at the spiritual meaning of a raven. Like, I wasn't drawn to do so. Like, this could be the representation of self. This could be a representation of the person doing this, or it can be someone's familiar. I was also shown what I thought was a crocodile, and it wasn't. It looked like something more prehistoric, sliding across the floor and then opening its jaws. So something very old. I don't know if something very old is going to be brought to light or brought back in, because I feel like it's not drama, so to speak. There's a commotion. There's some sort of commotion, and you seem to be at the center of this. And I heard in a good way, but it's going to stir up emotions for many people, including those who maybe, with the stealing of the phone, want to cut you off from this. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's see what wants to come through. Okay, so I've picked up this deck, but this deck threw itself at me, so I'm going to grab this one as well. And the cards that came out are the Hermit, the Devil, Temperance, Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Chalices. So the Ace of Cups. So the Hermit here, there seems to be this energy of keeping, it's not even keeping like yourself low off the radar as much as it is as keeping some of your ideas or the things that you're working on to yourself, keeping your, cards to your chest. there does seem to be a lot of healing that we're going through, a lot of transformations that we're going through. And ravens do talk about transformations, about rebirth, about cycles. We also have here the devil. So this really is working through some sort of wound. But it's more than that. It's more than that, because we have the Ten of Wands coming out and they look very similar. Those two are looking very, very similar at the moment. The way that it's not being able to see the wood through the trees. Temperance is here. So there does seem to be some sort of storm that is coming towards you or someone in the collective. And you're being asked to kind of weather that storm, knowing that you are protected, that you are held very, very tightly on the bosom of Archangel Michael. Very tightly. That you are protected. This seems to be... I can't, do you know what? It feels like this is going to be newsworthy. This might be newsworthy. This is something where, like, you have the King of Swords here. This is like I don't even know if this is a court battle. It could be, it may not be. It's definitely an energy of sticking up for yourself and winning. Sticking up for yourself and winning against all odds. Temperance is all about balance. It's not the duality between yin and yang, or between the darkness and the light. It's how we find wholeness, how we merge those two together. Ten of Wands and then the Ace of Chalices. There's something very big that you may be working through that ultimately is going to be worth the slog. It's going to be worth having to, you know, carry all of those sticks on your back. It's going to be worth having to fight through whatever these inner demons are or people are. It's going to be worth going within and healing. It really, really is. So I want to put those cards out and then just see what else wants to come out, okay? Secret conversations behind closed doors seem more like, and I feel like that's something past. It could be now, but I'm getting there is past energy or past people. Or past, it's almost like people coming forward that hold past energy, old timeline energy. And we seem to get that a lot, especially as we progress, as we start having transformations and moving forward. There is always going to be that pushback from people who feel like they're not as successful or feel like they haven't been able to move forward. And I was actually having a conversation yesterday in a coffee shop that I go to. I frequent this coffee shop and it's a really nice place. Lots of, like, you know, chatting. Sherry, you know who you are. And I was talking with a really lovely woman. I've actually forgotten my train of thought. How is that possible? Because we were having such a good chat and I cannot remember what I was going to say, and I'm sure it will come back to me. Let's put these out. This happens sometimes, okay? ADHD is ADHDing. So the Hermit came out first. And then we have the Devil. And that's the thing. Sometimes if I distract myself from what it is I'm about to say, it goes gone. Absolutely gone, right? We then have the Ten of No. Then we had Temperance. Then we had the Ten of Wands. And then we had the Ace of Wands. I heard, tell yourself you can do this. Tell yourself you can do this. Tell yourself you can do this. Can I get one more? Do I need another one? What's underneath? Page of Pentacles, investments, things that you can invest into. Okay. Okay, let me move this over here. Now, I'm going to ring a bell. This is just to clean the air. How interesting. I'm going to say cleanse the air, but clean the air around me. Maybe someone here needs to get themselves an air purifier. Maybe someone needs to smoke cleanse or use incense or, you know, a bell. I've got a smudge spray here. It says smudge spray, but it's not. It's just got Palo Santo. And also it has Florida water in it. And I haven't used this in ages. I adore the smell because it smells like baby cologne from Spain, like my childhood memories, right? So I'm going to be ringing this. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, 1. Okay. What do we need to know about the Archer's bow? What do we need to know about this Archer's bow? Why did I see that? The King of Wands is coming out to the Chariot. There seems to be either things unsaid. This is a belief mindset, because the Archer's bow is Sagittarius, which is the 9th house. It looks at us, you know, it looks at our faith, it looks at our beliefs, it looks at philosophy, short-term thinking, travel. Somebody could be traveling a lot quite soon. Whatever this is that's coming up, this storm, it seems, and I'm hearing weathering the storm, but when I say that, I'm seeing a ship at sea in an actual storm, having to travel from A to B, from B to C, from C to wherever, and it being, it's not shaky ground. What is it? What is it that I'm seeing? What is this boat? 8 of Wands came out on its side, to the 6 of Pentacles, to the 6 of Swords. So, and I've picked it up upside down. So it seems like there's resistance here, or pushback. There's some sort of pushback in movement, in when you try to move, when you try to say something. Why did I want to say something? So if this has, why am I hearing imposter? Tell me about the Hermit and an imposter. Who's the imposter? The Hierophant. So someone here is trying to state that you are an imposter, or someone is an imposter, and there's pushback in you being able to move away from this. This is why we have the Devil card coming out. That's why you have the 10 of Wands. There is some sort of it's almost like media circus. Something online. Something about being online and someone trying to claim your identity, maybe. You've got the 5 of Swords coming out. So we have got fighting energy here. Now, secret conversations behind closed doors. Someone's talking about this already. Planning a parade, or planning a brigade, or planning something here. Now, we started off with the King of Wands. There's action that you need to take, and you need to take quietly. If you are gaining some sort of clarity from this reading so far, you are being told that if you know what this is, do not sit on, don't just sit on it. You know what your next step is. If you're not sure what your next step is, advice is coming, I heard. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse is not being generous in something. Not being generous in what? Tell me about the Devil, please. Why have we got the Devil here, please, collective? Collective, you know. So someone's questioning you. Someone's questioning the collective here. You've got Magician and you've got the Queen of Swords coming out. It's very cloak and daggers. Whatever's coming forward, it's being very evasive, or you're being asked to be very evasive in some sort of answer that you give. Now, if you can hear like pecking outside, it's I put peanuts in their shells outside for the ravens so they can come over and like have a snack, and they come daily, and if I do not feed them on time, they sweep past my windows and they jump on the roof as well until like, they get my attention. So there may be something there. I don't know why I felt like telling you that. Tell me. The Magician is about resources, but I feel like in this card, there's something about power and control. Being able to manipulate something here. Because this person has a very tiny person in between their hands, and they are definitely manipulating them. Almost like when you think of the 3 fates and how one of them, you know, manipulates the thread to, you know, to create ups and downs within life. The Devil here, there is somebody trying to do this. There's somebody here trying to pull the strings, or they're trying to manipulate some sort of ups and downs within your life. We also have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Now this Queen of Swords here is tempering or calming the beast, is shutting up the beast, in other words, because she's just tied it around its mouth and told it to shush. And that's with the temperance being there. There may be a need to it's calm someone's temper, calm someone's tongue. I think you may be very sharp-witted and very when they say if looks could unalive, it's the same thing when they say that you have a very sharp tongue. You know, if looks could unalive, or if your tongue was that sharp it might cut someone, there is a need here to stay very stoic. In what? Why? 8 of Wands. 5 of Swords is coming out again. Hierophant. Okay, so somebody is trying to bring some sort of legal fight, or somebody may wish to oppose something legally being given to you, or I don't know if this is like an award, or it's being recognized for something. It's either being recognized, but it's being seen by many people, because I keep seeing those lights going off again, like people taking photographs. And now that I look at this deck, you've got the King of Swords upright. So somebody, whoever this is, having secret conversations behind closed doors, they may have planned to oppose any kind of recognition that you were going to get for work, or you were going to get. So there's something specific. It's like an award. It's an award of some sort. And there's definitely someone trying to put a spanner in the works. Or it could be something from the past that is being dredged up that will put a spanner in the works. But you are being told that you can work through this. It may be uncomfortable, but stay steadfast. Stay very professional. No matter what it is that is said, do not feel the urge to bite back, especially with this Queen of Swords. Do not feel the urge to bite back in any way, shape or form. It's not saying that you should just lay down and take whatever's happening. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough, but it's almost like for example, I'll give you an example. Years ago, I worked in a daycare in South London, and I remember I was very new, and I had been put into a room with somebody who wasn't the room leader, and it was just me and that person, and there were so many children, and we were working with the older children, like 4 to 5, and they had a lot of energy. There wasn't a lot of organization going on, so the children were kind of like just doing their own thing, and the person that I'd been put into the room with was just on this iPad thing that the daycare center had all the time. So the children were literally running the roost. And so when I came in, I automatically went into managing style of, let's get these children stimulated in a way that they are focusing on things rather than running about. And I think that my style of doing that just rubbed this other person up the other way. I ended up having to report them for a couple of dodgy things, right? When it came to hygiene of the children and so on and so forth. And I won't go too much into that because it will give away where it was. And this person, when there was a meeting, they came in and they just screamed the entire time. They shouted the entire meeting. They were waving their hands and taking papers and throwing it in my face and how dare you and blah, blah, blah. And I just stood, gave them the eye contact, but I put my hands behind my back. And I allowed them just to dig the hole deeper and deeper for themselves. I answered when I was asked a question by the superior in the room. I stayed very cool, very calm, and very professional. And, you know, there was a massive investigation that went on with this person. And anyway, the point that I was making is that if I was to have reacted the way that they did, not only does it kind of like make the report that I had put in the first place, the concerns that I had in the first place, it kind of makes them look less valid, because as a character statement coming in, you look unbalanced, you look like you're being petty and dramatic, and I left that up to the other person. They wanted to do that. They can look petty, they can look dramatic. All they're doing is making the information that I was giving more valuable. And this is what you're being told to do. Whoever this person is, or people are, or whatever it is from your past that's being dredged up, in your time of celebration is what I'm hearing. In your time of celebration, you are being told to be stoic or to be professional, to stay calm with that temperance of finding that balance between the yin and yang, trying to bring that into wholeness without dipping too much into either righteousness of I am chosen, I am better than you, or falling into your shadow of, well, come then, take my hoops out, let's go outside. That's the energy that you're being asked to stand in, okay? Because this 8 of Wands coming out, I'm putting it down next to the 10 of Wands. Someone is really trying to keep you in some sort of tumultuous energy. The 10 of Wands is a really good card. And I know I say this every time that the 10 of Wands comes out, but it's a card of near completion. It shows that you have been through some sort of struggle and that you have continued to work and to strive. And it's not talking about burnout. It's not talking about pushing yourself past what you are able to do. It's more being able to see the wood through the trees and going, okay, so there is an end in sight. I can take a rest and then I can continue, but I have to continue. And once I have, and I'm out of this, I don't have to go through this again. I then go into the major arcanas because I've learned whatever lesson I needed to within this. The 8 of Wands being in reverse, there is resistance. It's like sludge. It's like someone getting you to walk through mud. And I'm thinking of, we're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. This is like a book from like a daycare. And I know it like the back of my hand because I've read it so many times. Each page is talking, it shows this family going on they're not really going on a bear hunt, they're going out on a lovely day, right? And they go through all these different obstacles to find this bear. They then find this bear and then they're so scared that they run all the way home. One of the obstacles is mud, and it's squelchy, and you can see like the kids falling over in it and they've got mud everywhere. That's the energy that I've got here of someone wanting to keep you, they want you slowed down. They're definitely arguing, or they're not impressed by some sort of achievement that you make with this Ace of Chalices. Because the Ace of Chalices to me has always been like pure contentment, you know, your cup really running over, gaining some sort of wish, maybe a wish coming true, finding balance, finding something that really brings in internal peace, because this is all to do with the emotions. And this is a beautiful card. To find this is a really, really beautiful thing. And I'm so proud of you. And whatever this is for you, I would love if you were to come back and let us know. And I say us, the community, let us know what this is. But the 5 of Swords is arguments, confrontation, somebody going, hey, 1 second, how comes collective is getting that? They're not supposed to be getting that. There's secrets, conversations behind closed doors about this. The Archer's bow, and the way that it had someone's head, almost like the neck, someone's throat or someone's neck was right on that bow part. Someone's faith or beliefs either go against what it is that you're being given, or they don't think it's right. They don't think it sits right because you don't believe in the same things, or you don't have the same philosophies as them. There's something here. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles, please, and thank you. And we have here the Empress in reverse. Okay. Now the Empress is about harvest. It's also to do with being empowered, feeling very grounded, very connected into your divine feminine energy, irrespective of gender. But having it in reverse, there is a disconnect here. There's an ungroundedness that comes in. There's a disempowerment. Can I get one more, please, on the Page of Pentacles to the Empress? Clarity, please. Thank you. I've got two here, the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords in reverse. So there does seem to be, there's a lot of clarity coming through here when it comes to someone being either childish or petty. There's a young energy that comes through as well. You have the Two of Wands. We have a lot of young energies here. We've got two pages and we've got two twos. One's in reverse and one isn't. And then we have Judgment here. So this is like, almost like the energy of, well, I should be getting this. How comes I'm not getting this? The Page of Wands is adventure. It can be irresponsibility. It can be being a bit irrational, spontaneous, going out and seeing the world, backpacking, kind of like acting before you think. Because when you're young, dumb and stupid, and you just do, and then you think later, you know. Think of yourself when you were 14 years old, okay? The Two of Swords in reverse. This is clarity within some sort of endeavor here. Clarity within some sort of endeavor. Why do I feel like there seems to be, whatever it is that you are being awarded or blessed for, it's coming from the strife or struggle that you have been through, because that Empress being in reverse, there seems to have been a lot of strife or struggle or had abandonment in somebody's life here. One second. I'll get in trouble if there's music playing in the background, so I had to switch it off as a car was going past. There seems to be, I don't know why I'm getting that whoever it is that's having conversations about your success, they may have known you. Fair enough. They may have known you. They may have known you in the past. And do you know what? That crow or that raven being so flipping noisy, the raven being someone's familiar. This person either has the name Raven, or they have the name of like a god or goddess. They have the name, there's something there and I can't quite grab it. But I am getting this energy of them feeling like they know better. What do they know better about? What do they know better about, please? And thank you. Thank you. So we have death coming out, about an ending, about how something ended. Why are they feeling this? There's entitlement maybe coming from this person, feeling like they're entitled to something here. You have the Ace of Wands coming out. The Ace of Wands has come out here. And you have the Page of Chalices. So we've had a lot of pages, and then we've got the Page of Swords. So all of them have come out. Okay. I don't know if this is involving children. I don't know if somebody here worked with children, or somebody is like a childminder, or the Ace of Wands, the Page of Chalices, and the Page of Swords. Okay, somebody watching your actions. Somebody watching your actions. The Seven of Swords to the Three of Wands. Whoever this is, do you know them now? Does the collective know them now, please, Spirit? Up for yes, down for no. So we've got down, and even we've got the Six of Chalices here showing us present time, and then the Seven of Swords. So there's somebody presently, either someone within your circle group now, or they're coming into your group. They're coming in. Now, what is these secret conversations behind closed doors? Because I'm getting it's on telephone. I don't feel like it's somebody talking as much as it is action. And we have the Knight of Wands coming out. The Knight of Wands, like action, actual action. They're doing something here actively. Now, I'm going to put that deck over here for a second. You've got the Three of Swords coming out. You also have the King of Swords here. Someone seems to be upset by something legally that you're getting, because I don't feel like this is an award that it's just like a certificate and it's like, oh, well done for joining in, or oh, isn't that great, you've made if you're on YouTube, you've made 50,000 followers. I don't think that it's that. It's not that, not followers, subscribers. It's not that. It seems to be something legal. So I had to close the window because now the bin men are here and they're taking the bin. So there's a lot of like distractions and stuff happening. You've got control coming out. You have got control coming out, and you also have the 7 of Wands coming out. And underneath that is the Devil in reverse. There seems to be right now an encouragement from Archangel Michael, especially as this is who is holding you so tightly. And as I said, that was 30-30. That is holding you so tightly right now to... There's a need to control something here for victory. What is it that needs to be controlled? Because I feel like it's someone's emotions or the way that you react to certain things. What is it? What is it that needs to be controlled, please? What needs to be controlled? It's your mouth. It's someone's mouth here. And I had jump into conclusions, or the way that you jump straight into something here. I don't mean to call you out in any way, shape or form, and it's not me that's calling you out. It's Spirit and Archangel Michael asking you to control yourself. And that came up before. We have the Queen of Swords coming out. We have the Knight of Swords. Someone here either has the gift of the gab. They have a very sharp tongue. They are very sharp-witted. And there's something about the way that you speak impacts people, both in a positive and in a negative. And when I said that, that was 31-31, okay? And you really do have the ability to self-soothe or soothe other people and heal other people. And you've got Victorious coming out as well. But I think you also have the ability to cut people down and cut people into pieces with your words. And you really are being asked with something here to be... to watch your... Why am I hearing watch your tongue? Just someone here is being asked to watch their tongue, or not to be too quick to say something or to agree to something, because we have got the Knight of Swords. We then have the 3 of Pentacles. This is teamwork. This is collaboration. This is working with others. This is sharing our ideas with others as well. And you also have the Devil still underneath. So this could be to do with an idea you have to help others to heal. I don't know if you are in a healing industry, for example. You could be a nurse, a doctor. You could be a masseuse. You could be a therapist. You could give head massages, whatever it is that you do. The Hermit, the King of Wands, and then the Knight of Swords. This is moving... It's moving in silence, but it's speaking to the right people, because you have the King of Wands here, a lot of movement. Something's coming in very quickly for you. This is what I meant about this storm, about this, something moving quick, 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 quick. 3 of Pentacles is coming through, the Devil and the Magician. So there is going to be temptation. There are going to be either offers, or people just like, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. Or I really like that idea. Come over here, come over here, come over here. And it's being able to discern what is for you and what isn't. What is for you and what isn't. You've got the King of Wands now coming out in reverse. And I'm putting this down on the Temperance and Queen of Swords, because I do feel like someone's BS detector is very, very good. It's very, very fine-tuned for those who are bull-ishers, okay? But with the Empress coming out in reverse, why am I getting that, like, someone around you is going to try and steal an idea or try to produce something before you do? And this is somebody that either you trusted or someone that you trust. And this is why you're being told not to open up and tell all of your ideas right now, because this person is going to steal it and run with it. And it's something to do with your belief system. It's something to do with your belief system. Why am I feeling like whoever this is going to, like, they're going to change it slightly to theirs, because your belief system and theirs may be either slightly differing or completely different. But the idea that you have works in both their belief system and yours. 10 of Pentacles to the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a legacy. It's something that will build generational wealth, or it's something that I just want you guys to be cautious when I'm hearing like this, when this frenzy happens, it's like you're going to be seen properly for the first time, and your ideas, the things that you create, are going to be both completely adored and loved and completely hated and pushed against. But the people that are hating it and pushing against it is either because they wish that they'd come up with that idea first, or they feel like they are entitled to it in some way, so they're going to try and slow you down, okay? That 10 of Wands coming out, I want to know more about this. Tell me about the 10 of Wands, please. That's too many cards. It's opening to the 2 of Wands. There's a lot of wand energy, a lot of fire energy coming through. A lot actually on this table. Movement. Tell me about the 2 of Wands, please, Spirit. Why am I hearing that song Lockjaw by the same dude that sang Anaconda? My anaconda don't. Lockjaw. Because I know that there's been a trend going around at the moment on YouTube where people do makeup that makes you look completely different to what you usually do. So what's that got to do with anything? Why did I get that song? To the 2 of Wands. Thank you. The Fool. How crazy, right? These 2 cards fell out earlier. And I was like, we don't need those. And Spirit was like, yes, we do. Because we have the 2 of Wands coming out. A decision. It's almost like I know that the 2 of Pentacles is about a decision, but when I look at the 2 of Wands, she's holding the earth in her hands. She gets to choose if she goes this way or that way. Which path is she going to take? And I feel like you are going to be given a choice of which path you take. Are you going to go with something that seems very tempting, like a tempting offer that has a high price? Or are you going to go with something that may actually be a little bit harder and a little bit more challenging, but the end result is so flipping worth it? And that's the one that has stability. I do feel like there are going to be those who are fighting, who will push against what it is that you're doing simply because they want to turn around and be like, well, that's mine. That was my idea. You have the Fool coming out here. Okay, the Fool is going down on the 5 of Swords to the Ace of Chalices, which is letting us know, and I'm actually putting the Fool straight over the 5 of Swords, that nothing is going to come of whoever it is that is trying to put obstacles in your way. It seems like it's a non-starter. You have the Devil coming out. I think that there is going to be a massive opportunity to heal some sort of wound within self when it comes to what you feel that you are entitled to. Because many of us who have had, and I can only speak for myself and those that I know, you know, that tap into this and kind of respond to the readings that I do, that are my friends, right? But many of us that have been through so much suffering and strife and struggle from a young age up until nearly present time, a lot of us that have been through things like this are massive nurturers, or people that have overgiven time and time again to other people. And now it's your time. Now it's your time to heal something. This thing here is both a lesson and a blessing. You have the Magician coming out. It's both a lesson and a blessing, because every single thing that we have been through in the past has set us up with wisdom. It's not about, like, you know, the things that happen make you stronger, you know, because we get strong in spite of it, not because of it, in spite of it, right? But it's There's something about the wisdom of the things that we've been through, almost like that was training wheels. Now we take the training wheels off. We have the experience that we need. There's creating lasting abundance or creating lasting stability that comes through going through this circus, this frenzied circus. The magician is coming out. We have what we already need to create what it is that we want. And I do think that someone's manifestations are gonna come in so flipping quickly now. So quickly. We have strength coming through. We also have the Knight of Wands. This is coming in really fast. And this has come out in my readings before. This is a childhood wish. That Ace of Chalices over there is a childhood wish that maybe was fleeting when blowing out a candle when someone was singing happy birthday to you, or maybe it was something that you have always wanted and you wrote in your journal every day about it. Either ways, it's coming in for you, and it's going to come in so flipping quickly. Like, get yourself grounded, because this is going to knock your socks off. It's literally going to knock your socks off. And there are going to be a lot of people who wish it was them. They are just going to literally wish it was them. I keep hearing lockjaw. Oh, on the floor. Let's see what we've got. The Hermit's coming out again. The Hermit is coming out again. Now, I want to put this one down first. The Five of Swords in reverse. Whoever it is that wants to come in and kind of like sneak their way in with like this tempting offer that is too big good to be true. Now, I want you to remember, like, I'm going to pause on that, and I want you to remember that not every single offer that comes in towards you, job offer, gift of money or whatever, is going to be a trap. You do need to use your discernment. The same as when you were listening to tarot readings, you need to use your discernment in life, and you need to be able to weigh up while using your intuition whether something that's coming towards you is actually for you or if it's been put there as an obstacle, okay? Because I don't feel like there is one offer coming in. I feel like there is many offers. It's the same as going and putting your CV out, and say there is an absolute drought for job drought. Not job drought. What's the word? There's a drought of qualified people in an industry that you are really flipping good at, that you can excel in, and you know that when you put your CV out there, they're going to be like baying hyenas, and everybody's going to be like grabbing at that CV like, no, I need that person, I need that person, I need that person. Not everyone that grabs it is going to be able to offer you what it is that you want, but they're still going to present it in a way to make you feel like they do. And then there are going to be other people who are like, wunderbar, we're going to give you the top slot. And that's exactly what you want. It's up to you to use your discernment, whether or not they're interviewing you, to be able to read whether or not it's a good fit for you. With this, it seems like whatever's coming in is going to be one of the biggest like transitions I'm getting from where you are now, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And there's something about your clothes, your glow up. It's going to be one of the biggest transitions you've made in your life, like in your flipping life. And that's why I was saying get ready, because it's going to knock your socks off. And this is why Archangel Michael is holding you so tightly, because you may feel like you want to go, actually, I don't want to do this. I know I asked for this, but I don't want it now. I don't want it. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. You are being protected the whole way. The whole way. You still need to use your discernment, but you are being held very, very close underneath that wing as you go through this. And I'm really excited for you, because this is like life-changing, whatever it is. We have the Hermit here, okay? And I'm putting the Hermit down on the Temperance row. We have 6 rows, and I'm on the 3rd row here with Temperance, the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit. I just had to drink some water, and the way that I'm drinking it, because I've got lipstick on, I look like a fish. And you are not privy to that. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. With that row there does seem to be a need here to very much dive into mindful techniques now. into going out into nature, to really grounding yourself. And this has been coming up in my readings for the last couple of weeks or so, you know, kind of like in preparation. The more that you get to know thyself, the more that you are grounding into yourself and that inner standing, the more you're going to trust your own intuition, your own discernment when you are thrown into, it's almost like the lion's den. It's like going from a small pond and feeling like you've outgrown it and you can't move, to being in a flipping ocean and there's everything in it. There's sharks, there's predators in there, there's people that will protect you, but you've got to find them, okay? Right, tell me about this 10 of Wands to the 8 of Wands to the 2 of Wands. Whew, that's a lot of wands there. Page of Cups in reverse. We also have the 6 of Swords. So there seems to be a battle. There's a battle coming through. Whatever this frenzy is a battle. Because the Page of Cups in reverse is something very petty. There's someone here being petty, or someone here that is dragging their feet. They want to drag their feet through that mud to make it as slow and uncomfortable and messy as possible. And then you have the 6 of Swords in reverse. This is not letting go of something. They're not letting go of some sort of argument, some sort of fight, or some sort of entitlement to whatever is yours. King of Swords is coming out. This is illegal. This may be legal. I kept saying this may be legal. I'm going to put the Page of Cups down. And I'm going to put the 6 of Swords on the next row, which is looking at the Ace of Chalices, the 5 of Swords, which has been covered by the Fool in reverse. Okay. To the 6 of Swords. Someone here really, 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 really does not want you to have this wish. Why not? Why are they so adamant, huh? You've got the High Priestess in reverse. Because this person sucks butthole. Excuse my language, but they do. They just suck. They completely and utterly suck. They suck. Tell me more. You've got the 6 of Wands coming out. You've got the 4 of Wands. I don't know if your victory brings in some sort of instability for this person, or it takes away some sort of foundation for this person. We have the 6 of Wands coming out. This is victory. This is union also. This can be union of self, union with someone else, union within like a group, a community that is for you, for your highest and greatest good. That circle being here is a portal, and it seems like a very small, what's the word? It's not a big shiny portal. It's not this big kind of grand rainbow portal and, you know, everyone sees it and they're all rushing towards it before it closes. This is like a small, quiet portal that is going to be opened up for you. But you only get that by going through some sort of... it's like a cycle. This is like the World card, because even she's looking at that. She's even looking at that. This is to do with healing something within yourself. Like you are the portal. You hold the portal. The portal only opens for you when you're able to see your own worthiness in something here. Now I'm going to put that 4 of Wands back. I want to put those to the side and take out one more deck. Yeah, let me take you. Tell me about this portal. What is this portal? The keys to the city, the keys to the kingdom, the keys to something here. You've got the Queen of Swords coming out to the King of Wands. Somebody's really rushing in to try and stop you from getting that portal. Do you know that last night I had such a strange dream, such a strange download, and it had like this influencer from YouTube on it. And her boyfriend is like this multi-millionaire and she never shows him. And she's wonderful. I'm not even going to say her name or anything like that. She was in it and I was in her house, but it was like a small house. It reminded me of like my house or my friend's house when I was growing up, like a small terraced, like Victorian house. And it was really busy. Lots of things were happening. And she gave me this key. And when I pressed the side of it, a deadbolt came out. So it was a key that when you locked it locked it twice. And I'm getting here that you are going to be handed some sort of key that not only opens you, it gives you access of some sort. But it's not only giving you access, it's giving you the ability to lock something up tight afterwards. So it's to ensure that other people can't come in. Look at that, you've got the devil coming out in reverse again. This is to do with your healing and the King of Wands. Whatever this key is being given to you by someone that you trust, or it's being given to you by a mentor. And I don't know if that's a spiritual mentor, as in an esoteric mentor, or if that is going to be by another person. The key to the city. What is the key to the city? The key to the kingdom. Please and thank you. Thank you so much. The Hierophant. This is something legal. This is something legal. The Magician. The Hanged Man is coming out to the 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups. Okay. This blockage with the devil. Tell me what this blockage is. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. So this is money. This is either someone fighting over money that may be given to you, because I feel like there are so many opportunities coming in. Whatever this is for you, when this door opens and then you get to lock it afterwards, inside is like a massive bazaar. What I am seeing is in Game of Thrones, when Daenerys goes to, I cannot remember the name of the place that she goes to, but it's in the middle of the desert, and she's there and she's got all of the people riding on horses with her. Remind me what they're called. Khaleesi, you know, she's there with all of them, and they're, you know, eventually allowed in, and it looks so barren from the outside. It's just like this big sand walled kind of place. But when they go inside, you know, there's all people mixing with each other. Everybody's wearing fine clothing. People are selling things. This is what I'm seeing. When this door opens for you and you get to lock it to make sure that no one else is coming through with you, there is going to be an array of opportunities, and there's an array of things that are going to be given to you. An array of things. Not just like money, not just a job. It's like a network. It's like networking. Tell me about the Hermit. Ace of Cups has come out to Temperance in reverse. There may be things that you do not like about this opportunity, about what it is that you have to learn. There may be things within this 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Wands, Page of Cups that you do not like. There's definitely like a bit of a test of your character and a test of your emotional maturity when it comes to the challenges that this is part of. And the King of Wands keeps coming out. Now there's one that's fallen on the floor. Let me see what it is. The Star in reverse. The Star in reverse. There are certain things that you are going to be asked to, it's not ignore, but it's going back to the start of the reading and talking about the example that I gave you of when I worked in a certain daycare and how that other co-worker behaved. How they became very loud and erratic and kind of look at me and I am important, me, and how I just stood there and allowed them to dig the hole that they were digging for themselves. There's a need here for someone to do this. When people are acting crazy, when people are acting irate, allow them to. There's something about setting boundaries, and I was listening to another tarot reader who had stated that, and today, and she was saying that, you know, you can set a boundary. Boundaries can be set quietly. You don't have to give a reason for why you're setting that boundary. You don't. It's the same as no being a full sentence. You're allowed to set that boundary, and the boundary's just set. And if somebody doesn't like that, how's that your problem? I don't know if like whoever it is that it does seem to be to do with either work or someone wanting to come in and give you legal advice or give you work advice. There seems to be a lot to do with this person's reaction to you setting boundaries or not wanting to work with them. You love falling on the floor, my goodness. And you wanted to come out as well. And we have here the 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's some sort of truth that's going to come forward. Some sort of illusion is going to be removed for you. And it may also be the idea or understanding that just because it's a wish that you asked for, you've got to think, if you are 8 years old and you're blowing out your candle and you asked, you know, that you wanted to become the most famous veterinary vet, whatever in the world, it takes a lot to become a vet in the first place. It takes years upon years upon years. And I know, because when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a vet until I realized how many years they spend studying, how good you have to be at maths, how difficult it is to pass, the amount of years that they have to go to university for. It's not all, it's not all roses. It's not all sunshine and roses. It's a lot of hard work. There are going to be people that may criticize you. There may be those who are gunning against what they want, what you have. And at the end of the day, if you really, really want this, it's the amount of ambition and motivation and how much you actually want to show up for it. Now we have the Chariot coming out, and we do have the Page of Swords. Okay. So it seems like whoever this is coming up against you, they are stuck. There's something about them being stuck or wanting you to be stuck. And I just feel like this reading's going around in circles. So I'm going to actually leave it here. I'm going to see if there's anything, before I go, if there's anything that wants to come out of the tea leaf cards, and then I'll go. Okay. What have we got here? An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Well, there you go. We already know this, right? Can I get just a couple of cards before I go completely? Someone will gossip all about your secrets. I think this is when they realize whatever it is that you're getting, you've got broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So this is to do with some sort of collaboration, or there being no teamwork. You not wanting to work with them. You not wanting to work with this person. Fear, worries, intense situations. Karma, you reap what you sow. Okay. So someone will get karma for sowing what? Sowing seeds of fear. Oh my goodness. That just threw itself when I said fear. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. How interesting. Spiritual love is coming out. Man, dealing or relationships with a man, period of frustration, lessons to be learnt, and someone will try and make you do something against your will. So, and you got success in reverse. So in the frenzy of more or less all these offers coming towards you, there is going to be one person who is going to try and razzle dazzle. In other words, they're already having secret conversations behind closed doors about how to either sway your beliefs, how to gain ideas from you, or how to steal something from you. I wouldn't worry too much about, why am I getting like God provides? Of course you stick up for yourself, but this is going to end the way that it's going to end, which is them having to learn a very, very big lesson. Let me just show you these cards before I go. There we go. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity. I have been talking for an hour and I need a cup of tea. I love you guys. Bye.